Okay, hello again, everyone. Technology has not been my friend since before. Right, let me get this over to Oscar, and then I can go with him. Not the right thing. No. So, same as with Eve earlier, if you've got any questions, we are on, obviously, YouTube live, so send them over, and I will make sure that you get asked. I can see you, but I can't hear you. Oh, I think that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
I didn't know which one to press. It's been a while since I've been on Zoom.
Not to worry, mate. Sorry about the delay there. Technology has not been my friend so far. It's great when it works. When it doesn't, it's a pain in the ass.
No, that's the thing, isn't it? Yeah. No
How are you
worries,
anyway?
pal.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. I'm good. Bang on.
Excellent. Well, thanks for joining me. I know you're busy. I know you're a busy man, so I appreciate you taking the time out. So we'll jump straight into it then. PFL. Did it go exactly how you planned it?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like everyone wants to like go on PFL and get a finish like in first round because that's what they want in it. But saying that, it were a perfect game plan. Came together really well. Everything what I expected, really. It was everything what I expected. There were no surprises along the way. Just a little adjustments in rounds and stuff like that. But yeah, went bang on. I enjoyed it.
I can tell from the look on your face, like just being able to say you're being on PFL just like means the world to you.
Oh yeah. Well, I always said like I want to get on PFL. Like everyone says like they want to get on UFC. But I says like no, I want to get on PFL because it's like it just seems like a much more straightforward platform to get onto, especially PFL Europe. Do well on that, and then you're on global scene, aren't you? So
That's
like,
it.
yeah, that's the one, mate. That's what I'm aiming for now. So yeah,
Um,
buzzing.
but yeah, I mean, especially first fight of the night as well. Big card, Newcastle. The Virtu Motors Arena. It's a big venue. Like that. Just what was it like walking out in that venue?
It was great. Like, so we'd sort of been out day before and done ceremonial weigh-ins and stuff like that. So I'd seen it, but to see it full of people, because we just went straight in through back way. Didn't see any crowd or anyone before. Like normal fight shows, you go in and you can walk around and see all your friends and family. We weren't allowed out of the changing rooms. Like as soon as we got there, they went right, get to changing rooms, and like all my coaches and corner could like leave, but I had to stay in there until fight. So like when you walked out and there were like 3,000 people in there and it was like, yeah, it was buzzing. It was a really good atmosphere as well, man. Like it was amazing. I don't know if you went like, but yeah, it was a great atmosphere.
No, we were meant to go, and then like a couple of things come up with both of us, so we weren't able to attend, unfortunately. But we've sort of been we've been in contact with them, and they said there's going to be a number of shows in the UK, so we'll definitely get to one, and hopefully we'll get to see yourself back on one of the cards. Was it just a one fight deal with them, or is the more discussions ongoing?
There is some discussions ongoing. Yeah, I've not heard back from it yet, but I'm pretty sure they want me on this year on one of European shows. Like 99% sure. So yeah.
Well, that's
Yeah,
it.
I
You've
won't be
got
surprised
the
if
win,
they
haven't
want
you?
him
So
on as well, like Lewis on after fight we put on. I think it was fight at night, wasn't it? So
yeah, no,
yeah, yeah. So
it was great, and it was it was the perfect way to kick off the show. Two hungry fighters showing exactly what they're made of and what the UK has got to bring. So it was the perfect way.
yeah, definitely. Like there's some great talent in UK. I've said it before. Like all over the country, there's talent, but especially up north. Like I think up north, we've got like some amazing gyms, some amazing teams, a lot of fighters. Like get their heads together. We could have like a proper. It's always like America and Russia like have always dominated. But I think like now the UK have shown like they can like fight on these shows with these guys and like compete at the high level, not just in Europe but outside it as well with the rest of the world.
Absolutely. I mean, you've got Brendan won the tournament in PFL last year, didn't he? You've got Leon Edwards, the champ over in UFC. Like
Exactly.
it's the UK's time, I think.
Yeah.
And how good is it for you to just be like a part of that?
Yeah, mint, love it. I love the fact like I always thought I was gonna like get there at some point, but like it all came really quickly. Like my missus says like, oh, like next few years and that like I need to start looking at like other stuff in life if fighting doesn't pick up in the next few years, and you start like looking forward. And I was like, yeah, don't worry, I'll have it in the next 6 months. And then like 5 months later, I got a fight on PFL, so I was like banging. Like I told you, I'd do it in 6 months.
Yeah, called it. What did you make of the rest of the night's fight? Were you able to catch any of them?
I watched a few of them. Obviously, I did like some interviews and stuff like that too. I watched Louis knockout on screen when I was getting interviewed. Like that was really good. I watched a couple of other guys fight. I don't know who they were. Watched a few female fighters, but the cards, they were mint cards. Like every single fight were a banger. If it didn't end in like a finish, it was a really good fight. But there were quite a few finishes. I didn't stay right to end and watch Dakota and Simeon Paul's fight, but I think I must have left about 5-8 or something. But yeah, they were good mint cards. Like I hope they come back to UK too, because it were great.
Yeah, I mean, after the show they put on, I think it's a no-brainer. And you've only got to look at like the UFC when the London card comes over here, the enormous. So it's a no-brainer.
I heard little whispers and that they might be getting a show in Manchester.
There you go.
They got Brendan, they got Lewis McGrillen, Louis Scott, Dakota, like all them from Manchester. So they've got a good card already that they can put out there. So it might be quite close to home as well for both of us, then, isn't it?
I know, yeah. that'd be lovely, that, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Was the crowd at PFL the biggest one you've fought in front of?
I think so. It was quite dense. Like it's not a massive arena with Virtue, but I think they said like 3,000 people in like that sort of small space. I think it was like I've fought in bigger venues, but not as packed out.
Yeah.
So I'd say that was the biggest crowd I fought at, and it seemed a lot more than 3,000 as well. Like because like I say, how close everything was. It was just so like loud in there, and everything. It were banging.
How does that affect you? Do you try not to sort of pay attention to the crowd when you're in there, or
no,
do you soak it in a bit?
Yeah, buzz off at me. Like, I enjoy it. That's one of the reasons I'm there. Like a lot of people get sort of like a bit. They get affected by the crowd in a negative way, but I like embrace it. I've always had like a few people come to my fights and stuff like that, and they're always right loud. So like I just like I say, embrace it all and just soak it all in, and in the moment, like you say, every time I'm in there, I enjoy myself. So so it's just a little part of it. It doesn't affect how I fight at all. I used to get affected by the crowd. Like if when you hit them good and then crowd starts cheering and that, and like you get a bit excited. But I just like keep calm now and just work through. Don't let it affect me in a bad way. But it does help you in a good way. Like I fought through lockdown a couple of times with no crowd, and that's just like flat. It's almost like you're sort of sparring in gym.
Yeah.
So I'd say it affects me better, to be fair, rather than in a negative way.
The fights during lockdown, were they difficult because like you could hear the other teams coaching, the other fighters coaching and just things like that? Or was it just like the deadness of it, I suppose?
It's just the deadness of it. Yeah, we were in like an empty warehouse with like 10 people in.
You can hear everything.
It's like you can hear everything. Like you say, like you can hear it corner. You can hear it corner in a fight anyway. To be fair, you can hear both guys shouting stuff. But like that was just weird. Like it's strange. You walk out and it's like there should be people here like shouting and screaming, and it's just like there's no noise at all.
Was it weird for you just walking out and not like, if you play to the crowd a bit, you're not getting to do any of that, or do you still play to the crowd that isn't there a bit?
Oh no, I didn't thought about that, to be fair. Yeah, well, it's all, everyone's watching still on camera though, don't you? So you can't play about a little bit on camera, but no. Yeah, weird situation that.
Glad that time of life is over anyway.
Definitely.
So obviously PFL, like we mentioned, they've got the European League now. Lightweights are competing in Berlin in July. Is there anybody that you're looking forward to seeing in the lightweights that they've got there? Obviously, big one is Conor Hughes, fighting out of Liverpool here. So
yeah, Conor's the only one that I know. I don't know any other ones. They're all from Europe and stuff like that. I'm gonna have a little look though, see what the competition's like. So I'm hoping to get onto that league. But yeah, Conor's a good lad, well deserved on getting on that. Like, I mean, it's like like I say, he deserves it. He's like, is he 7-0 or something now?
Yeah.
So, and a lot of finishes. That's what PFL want. Big prospect coming out of UK. So, but yeah, I'm gonna have a look on that. Hopefully, I can get onto that league as well. And I'm gonna have a little scout about, see what I can see.
Does the prospect like the potential to fight abroad, is that something that really interested you with this PFL European League? Yeah,
definitely. I've always said for years, like what I want to do is travel around the world and beat people up. Like who wouldn't want to do that? Who wouldn't want to get paid?
When you put it so simply like that, it sounds great.
Yeah, you get paid for it as well. Get to go on an holiday, have a fight, have a few beers after. Like
that's just the standard UK holiday, isn't it?
Yeah.
Minus the getting paid.
Yeah, well, on a standard UK holiday, you have more than one fight, like
every other night, yeah. So what's the plan for you at the minute? Are you open to get a fight in potentially not PFL before they get you back on?
No, I'm looking at that one in Berlin. I'm going to train like I'm fighting on it. I've not had the fight confirmed yet. I said I was going to do that anyway, just in case anyone in that tournament pulled out.
Yeah.
But I'm looking at getting matched on that one anyway. And like I said, I've not got it confirmed, but I'm just going to aim for that. Train for it. Nothing really else. Like I'm just focused on that at the minute.
Yeah.
Like no other regional shows like interesting me at the minute. I just want to. I'm just completely zoned into fighting on that one in Berlin. So yeah, if it falls through and I don't get a fight, I'll already be ready to either jump on a fight short notice or whatever. But yeah, I don't want to get distracted by anything else right now. I just want to prepare for that show in 3 months' time.
Yeah. So sort of going on from that a little bit, you're currently the Raged UK and the Cage Steel lightweight champion. Is defending either of them titles something in your future maybe not at the minute, but maybe a little further down the line?
It could potentially. So I didn't have any sort of, when I fought for that one on Raged UK, I took that one on short notice. So the guy said like, he said, I'd love to have you back, the promoter on that one. He's a nice guy, Marshall. He says, "I'd love to have you back, but I understand if not, because it's a long way away." And the Cage Steel one, they wanted me back on, but they wanted to match me against a guy who kept like pulling out on me and like not taking the fight at lightweight. And I said I moved out to featherweight and fight him, and they pulled out on me, and I was like, I'm not doing that again.
No,
because it's a big cut. It's a big cut for me. I'm like 6'1". You know what I mean? And so like I've built into lightweight now. I'm a lot bigger, so I'm not doing that one again. But I think he fought for my title like the last show.
all right.
I don't know who actually owns that title. I'm sure it's mine. It's like,
it's yours until you lose it, surely.
He's got like the pretend one, but like, yeah.
He's the interim, I suppose, isn't he?
He's the interim. He's got the interim belt for that one. I've got the proper one upstairs on this wardrobe. But yeah, I mean, definitely. Like, I'd never say no to any potential fight. It doesn't even have to be for a title for me. Fight's a fight. It don't matter what name it comes under. Like, if the opponent's good in his game, let's do it. It doesn't matter whether it's on local show or PFL. Like, I want to get bigger fights and bigger names for that. But like I say, a fight's a fight. You get the experience in there. It doesn't matter as long as the opponent's good. That's all I'm aiming for at the minute. Just progressing in that sense.
Yeah. How active are you looking to be this year? How many more fights are you hoping for? All being well.
I'd like to get another 3. So like another 3 fights. Like, hopefully that one in Berlin, and the one in Paris, and the one in Dublin.
That's it.
That's the one.
Why not?
It's them 3. But failing that, like, keep injury free, and then get another 3 fights. I'd be well happy on that one. Like I said, it didn't matter what show it is. I'd fight on any show. I'd travel for any show as long as the opponent's game and we can make a good deal out of it. Like, that's all I'm worried about. Like, it's all about experience, isn't it? This fighting.
Yeah.
It don't matter whether you've got a title in lightweight, featherweight, or different any other shows. It's not about that for me. It's not about collecting belts. It's about fighting. That's what I enjoy, and that's what I do. As long as I get a fight, I'm not fussed on who I'm competing against or what for.
Yeah. So when you're getting offered fights, is your opponent's record a big thing for you when you're looking at them? Like, you don't want somebody who's like 4-17 or something like that.
Oh yeah. No, I'm not. They're not the sort of fights that I've been looking for. Like, you always want to. I'm not saying that's a bad record. He might have fought 17 guys at UFC. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, it's generally, yeah. I want to be fighting like the best guys in country, because I believe I am one of the best guys in country. So I want to be proving myself with that. Like Lewis, 12-6, one of the best guys in country at a point a couple of years ago. So it's like people like that. It's just going to progress, because I could be 10-0 and not fought anyone. You know what I mean? I've had 10 fights. I've lost 2, drawn 1. I could have won all them fights if I was fighting nobodies. You know what I mean? But I'm not. I've always fought good guys. I've only fought one guy who was bad, and not because he pulled. Like, my opponent failed his medical on day, so he had to get just some random guy. Like, but that happens to all of us, doesn't it? Like, it's part of the game. But other than that, I've had like 9 solid opponents. So, like, you're not going to get any better fighting nobodies, are you?
Well, that's it. A 7-2-1 record fighting great opponents looks a lot better than 10-0 fighting nobody. So you're doing it right, definitely. And that mentality you've got is going to get you far in the game. If you don't believe you're one of the best in the country, why are you doing it? Yeah,
exactly. That is pointless otherwise, isn't it? If you're not actively trying to be the best, then this game takes way too much out of you. Out your life, out everything else. Like, we're all gonna have like injuries until the day we die now because of the sport we do. So why would you put yourself through that when you can aim a little bit higher and fight a better guy? And then if you come up short, it don't matter as long as you've done your best, innit?
Yeah.
So it's like just focusing on beating the best guys. If you believe you're best, you'll get there, and I do believe I'm best. So
that's it. And it's a short career as well, isn't it? Compared to a lot of other things. So like you say, why waste your time fighting somebody who isn't the best? You've got to be the best. You got to beat the best, haven't you?
Yeah, exactly.
As cliche as it sounds like, but
no, it's true. It's true. Like, so yeah, that's it. And putting a good show for fans, and that's what it's all about. That's what they're paying us to do it. So go out there, have a good scrap, enjoy yourself out there, have a few beers after.
I can imagine you'll had more than a few after PFL.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, because I've not drunk in like 3 months. So when I had I had a few pints, had a few Jaeger bombs and that. So my mate bought a full tray. People with trays that walk around. My mate were like, "Oh, I'll have the full tray." So we ended up getting all these Jaeger bombs and that, and got smashed. And I'm like, I want to go home now. I'm done in. I'm knackered.
To be fair, we've all got that one mate who just buys the tray. So where would you be without the mate? So moving away from competing a little, you've got a gym, Solid Impact, opening on May 1st, I believe.
Yeah. Oh, that's not my gym. That's I'm just coaching MMA there.
Oh, you're just coaching, right? Okay.
Yeah.
How much are you looking forward to doing that part of the game as well?
Yeah. So I used to coach a few years back, but it was taking up way too much of my time. But this offer came in at Solid Impact, and it's like 5:30 or 6:30, and it's over in Bradford, where like my gym's in Morley, so it's like a 20-minute drive from there. So it's perfectly. I'll call there. I can train after gym. So yeah, like coaching, because our coaching hours where I should be training, and I was still a professional at this time. I was quite early in my career, so I was training other people when I should have been training myself. And obviously, I had a bumpy start to my pro career, and I reckon that's one of the reasons why. Because no matter what, you can't get back that time that you've not put into it. So yeah, this one's bang on. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to starting. So I'm going to be only MMA coach there. There's a guy who's doing some wrestling and BJJ who's really good and all. Like he's really high level. So I'm looking forward to getting a team together and building that up. Like yeah,
you said you've done a bit earlier on in your career. Does everything just feel right about it now with Solid Impact?
Yeah, it worked out perfectly. Like it's the timing of it, the what it was, whereabouts it is. It just sort of fell into place, and it just seemed right. So like yeah, I phoned him up, and I think they're building the gym at the time. They've been building it for the past few months, but a couple of setbacks. It's going to be like that when they're building the gym. So
yeah, of course.
Yeah. It's just going to get in there and do it now. Really looking forward to it. I'm really excited about it. So yeah.
Have you been down to look at the event, like the gym and the facilities and that? What's it like?
No, because it weren't ready. So I'm gonna go over not this weekend, bank holiday. I'm gonna go over next weekend and go and have a look, meet all the guys and the team there and stuff. And but I'll post some stuff on there. Yeah. Apparently it's like a really big space. It's looking really good. So it should be a good gym around that area.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I hope all that goes well for you. Something you love, something you're enjoying. You can, now pass it on to the next generation. So best of luck there. And hopefully we get to see it on the Berlin card in July.
Yeah, man, definitely.
Fingers crossed.
99%. 99%.
Well, Oscar, thank you very much for joining me. As I say, I know you're a busy man, so appreciate you taking the time out. And we'll be following your career from until the end of it now. And
awesome.
Just can't wait to see you back in action again.
Cheers, man. Thanks for having me on.
Anytime, mate. Take it easy.
You too, pal. Catch you in a bit.
Bye.
Bye.
Right, there we go. Oscar Ownsworth. As you could tell, was absolutely buzzing with just being on PFL. And that's it's the beauty of the fight game at the minute, is that there's not just UFC for people to go and try and get on. There's so many options now. There's so many great options. So best of luck to him, and hopefully we'll be on that Berlin card. Thanks everyone for tuning in, and yeah, I think we're back on Friday. Hopefully not solo, but we'll see. Take it easy.